Hi, welcome back to my cup of TV with Jenny,
JD,
Erin and Kat.
Yeah, so season 3, episode 21, Before Sunset. Sunsets are nice though.
Oh, but hang on.
That means it's all going to happen before in one day.
As an original, he has the original power that he doesn't need to walk. He doesn't need a ring to walk into the sun.
Correct.
I'm assuming.
The originals have rings, I think.
No.
No, they can just walk in there.
No,
Yeah.
they have rings.
No, they don't.
They do.
I thought the originals didn't need. They couldn't be compelled.
No, because I'm sure when Rebecca was talking about when they became vampires and she said the sun. I'm sure they do.
We'll see.
People let us know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure they do.
What if, I'm just putting it out there, what if the focus where it says before sunset, as in like stuff's it's got to happen before sunset, because after sunset, that's when the moon comes out. And then werewolves.
So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. If you can save one original, which original are you saving?
Elijah.
Rebecca.
Klaus.
Cat? Who are you saving?
Elijah.
Yeah!
So remember, you can sign up for membership on YouTube, which will get you 2 episodes ahead. And over on Patreon, you can be watching these in full length and we're much, much further ahead.
I'm just loving the fact that you are just some kind of emoji face with very animated arms. I'm watching you on the screen and I'm just imagining like an orange with arms or something. Must be fun for him to play a very unhinged version of this character.
So it's just us?
Yes, and you're late. Cleanup committee started at 8 o'clock.
It's like 8:02.
Exactly. I managed to turn up on time and I didn't even get to attend the dance that I organised.
At least they're going to have something to fight against together. Is my only silver lining so far.
Oh, it can't kill him because it's got the metal of his ring. Is that right? He's protected against it.
No.
I don't think it was in his heart.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, look, he's burning!
So he needs a ring. Oh.
That's fine.
Oh, she needs to run and tell some people.
I mean, it's not fine that he's dragging off Caroline.
dead.
No.
No, she's just... When you break like a vampire's neck or do something that would kill a human, it just kind of takes them out for a bit.
Sorry, yeah.
But if you are trying to be the good guy again, why don't you do the right thing and give us one day? Just one day without any vampires in it.
Let them grieve as humans.
You must also feel a bit like, I just want to be with my sister.
Yeah.
I thought you were standing guard. Don't blame me. Blame Bonnie the blood bank.
If you are so upset with me, why did you feed me your blood to save my life?
Because I do stupid things, Bonnie. I do things like let my friend die with dignity when I should have just killed him.
I like they pinpoint the fact that Damon chose to save her.
Yeah.
And if you want to keep her alive, I need you to get into your car and come down here right away.
Oh.
Tell anyone where you were going.
Where's Caroline?
I'm leaving town, just need to pick up a few road trip necessities. Spare tire, flashlight, doppelganger.
Can't help you there.
Oh, she's not there.
Oh, that gives a level of force, doesn't it?
Newspaper.
Why does he want her? Is it because he knows that where she is, Klaus will go to?
And all the others will.
Right. So he wants her as bait.
She does not look well.
Do it quick.
Yeah.
Think you're probably gonna want to let me in.
So weird. The neighbours are like, who's this fucking dude?
Can't walk in.
Miss me?
No, he didn't expect that, did he?
Now they're all forced to work together, aren't they?
Still didn't let him in though, did they?
My mom used a desiccation spell on Michael that immobilized him for over 15 years.
Oh, but look what
Later,
that
I
did
might be
to
able to
her.
use it on Alaric.
Jamie's worried about you. He said it was urgent. I just didn't think he'd ever want to see me here.
And Jamie said, it's urgent.
Oh. Again, having to put her like feelings aside
Yeah.
to then have to see her to deal with it all.
I'm still leaving with Elena. I'll go with you. I turn my back on everything here to make sure Elena's safe. And that is what makes you her better option. Personally, I think she's wasting her time with Damon. You know, all this time and energy you've spent trying to get me and my brother to hate each other. It's actually had the opposite effect. Damon and I have been through a hell of a lot worse than you.
Oh.
I want to desiccate him like you did to Michael.
Bonnie, it's too dangerous. This spell asks you to tap into dark places. Places you can't handle.
You have no idea what I can handle.
Gotta say I'm Team Bonnie on this one.
To stop the vampire's heart, you need to find a balance among the living.
I have to stop a human heart.
Oh.
Now kill her. I'll do it for you. I thought I taught you better than that.
You did. Get help.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, stop.
It's okay. You're safe. Go straight home. You stay inside. Do you understand? Do you understand me?
He does care.
He really does.
Class hero moment.
You're the worst offender of them all, Elena.
You don't deserve to live.
So then why am I still alive? Do it! Kill me!
Oh. That was interesting.
Oh!
Aliora substitutes. Stop! Let him go or I'll kill myself. So she tied your life to a human one. Mine. That way you have only one lifespan to kill all vampires and then you'll be gone. So when I die, you die too.
Oh, that's so interesting.
You're wrong.
Am I?
Oh.
Stop! 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 Stop!
What are you doing?
Draining you of all your blood. Elena?
Tyler, help me.
Forget the girl and get the bags.
Klaus is gonna kill Elena.
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh god. Just God.
So you two better get doing what you do best. Saving Elena's life.
Now they have to work with him. Oh god, it's just so messed up, guys.
What about your high road?
I don't understand. He doesn't have to kill her. He could just take some of the blood and go.
Then
But
it
she
gets rid
dies,
of
Alaric
Alaric.
dies.
Oh, so he wants
Yeah.
to kill a lot. I
Yeah.
see. Right.
I know Stefan blames me for trying to tear him from his brother. But I think we both know who really came between them. You know, once you pick a Salvatore, you'll destroy their bond. But just between us girls, who would you have picked?
Rotten hell.
I think he has a point though about what it would do to them as brothers.
Yeah.
Dream.
Oh god, you've got to feel awful.
So much for that Cybon. little bitch anymore. Or maybe real love is stronger than fake loyalty. But what would you know about that? You know, you should.
Yes, Tyler.
Go, Tyler.
Oh. Wait a minute, why are they doing it to Klaus instead of to Alaric?
Save
The
Elena.
current problem, then do it again with the...
They're doing what they always do, just have to deal with the immediate threat
Yeah.
and worry about it later.
Oh, something bad's happening. That must be really weird for them to hear as well. It's time for you to spend some time in the coffin.
Oh, look at his eyes. It's like desperation. Oh, Bonnie.
And because he just wants Stefan to be his friend.
Now, how do we wake up Jeremy?
Oh.
He's got his ring on.
No, he hasn't.
He said he didn't take it off.
Oh, no, he didn't. No.
Oh.
Oh my god, and also for them, this is the situation that they're with each other in after the breakup. It's just all too much.
It's quite ironic. That's what he's done to loads of people, isn't it? Just put them in a timeout for years.
Are they
Oh.
leaving?
How do you want to get back?
If I choose one of you, then I lose the other. And I've lost so many people. I can't bear the thought of losing one of you.
She probably does need, and they all need space.
Yeah. I think it's very in keeping, though, the fact that she has lost so many people, to think of having to lose one of them.
Yeah.
We've been trying to get rid of Klaus forever, and Caroline convinced us to enjoy it. For a night.
Celebrate a
To be
win.
honest, I'm a little pissed that you let me help you take down original brother number 2. Yeah, I'm gonna take you right down to the hospital. Please, I'm more stealth than that. I'm like a ninja. Give me your wish.
We need this.
Yeah, with the little blood she has in her system, let's give her alcohol.
Later,
She gonna get
you have
trashed.
to choose, right? Thank you for standing up to Klaus like that.
Let's just say it's been a long time coming.
He was smart in picking a moment when it really mattered.
Yeah.
I do not to a Klaus-free life. And to all of you, my family.
This is like a very nice dose of normal for them and their
Yeah.
age, you know? We've never really seen that.
I didn't call the meeting, Liz.
Oh no, Alaric's still a council member.
He did.
You see, the sheriff has a vampire for your daughter. And a lovely mare, a son who is half vampire, half worm.
In fairness, the mayor didn't know that,
Why are
did
you
she?
doing this?
These
Yeah.
women are hypocrites.
What happens when Elena makes a decision?
You know how these things pan out, Stefan. Probably make a list of pros and cons, and at the end of the day, dump both of our asses.
Well, if she chooses you, I'll leave town and let you two be happy and I'll be bothered by me.
And in 60 years, we'll go back to being brothers, and none of this will matter.
Oh god, yeah.
If she chooses you, I'll leave town too.
All this over one girl.
She's a pretty special girl.
Yes, she is.
It's nice to see them having just a mature conversation about
Yeah.
it.
It's nice to see them acknowledging the reality, like the
Yeah.
elephant in the room.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, that's really good cinematography.
As you said, blood loss, head injury, plus alcohol is maybe not the best.
No.
Yeah, let's just hope it's just a normal fainting from all of that. But I thought the effect of obviously the white blood and then the dripping in to just make it more
White
obvious.
paint,
Yeah,
yeah.
sorry, the white
White blood, we're in even more
Yeah, we've got
fucking
more
trouble.
problems.
the white paint with the red blood in it was just
Yeah.
cinematography. It was just visually very, very interesting.
I guess when you deal with so much supernatural stuff all of the time, it gets really easy to overlook human things that in any other scenario you would have gone and got that head injury checked out, or you would have rested. Like you're so caught up in everything.
She forgets she's not supernatural. She's
Well, I mean,
human.
she is, but not.
I also just think it's always good of this show to remind us of something very human. Like you have blood loss. There's an effect from that.
Yeah.
You bang your head. There's an effect from that.
Why is
It's,
she
you
not
know,
in bed watching Netflix after a nice hot bath and recuperating?
Well, I said having gone and got it checked. Like these, it's those small human elements that. Because otherwise we'd all be sitting here going, "Why are you not?"
You do look and you're like, oh, you're indestructible, aren't you? But she's not, and it's very good that they write and keep that in there.
Yeah. It started with Alaric taking Caroline because she's everyone's favourite hostage.
That was savage, man. That
Oh,
thing, gag and
breathing it in. I didn't.
the burning on the skin.
Yeah.
Man.
But like when you're breathing it in, like the internal, like what did he say?
Yeah.
Like swallowing a razor each breath. Oh God, no.
It's hard to keep up with where the plan changes and then almost like the loyalty jumping from Alaric being against them and then Alaric being like, get up, you need to go and save her. Yeah, it's lots of twists.
It all changes, and that's why it's very difficult to have trust in people, because all of these plans are circumstantial, and until if something shifts slightly, everything can go completely.
Yeah. Even at the end there, when they were all having that happy moment with the drink, I was like, I don't trust it. What's going to go wrong?
I believe what Klaus said to Caroline, go home, we're going to save Elena. In that moment, his plan was to save Elena because he wants to take her with him to whatever. But then is when he realises that is not possible.
And taking out Alaric so that he's not a threat to him.
Yeah.
So the only way he had to adapt his plan.
And then he was like, oh, okay, fine. I can't have my full plan, but here's how I have like a good solid plan B. Kills.
Yeah.
You know.
This works for me.
Yeah, I get maximum for also, all that blood for.
That was pretty nasty, like when they did that to Klaus in the end, and he slowly stopped.
Great acting, like you could just see that fear and pity.
It was,
you had it just with his eyes.
You almost feel sorry for him, and then you're like, don't feel sorry for him, don't.
That's the thing, because
he looked like a child. He was so scared.
And also
his
the
motivation
fact that it's Stefan.
Yeah,
That he's looking at
everything,
in that
the
moment.
betrayal, that we're never going to have that. He's never experienced that before as this hybrid king, whatever he is. He's never experienced that before. So that was probably genuine fear of like, oh my God, what's happening to me?
I've never been on
The receiving end, yeah.
And what a dream scenario for him is if Stefan is with Elena, he goes with her, that's like sanctioning him keeping Elena around, and he gets his friend.
Yeah.
He can then.
It's so gross though. It's not genuine friendship the way he wants it. But you're right. It's like he'll take it and he'll be like, "You'll have to follow us, then you'll be with me forever."
I
like
it was
just keep you in my hands.
But it's that Stefan said, "Well, I'll come with you," and he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I'm rooting for that because like that gives me like the best outcome.
Yeah.
I also think that Klaus truly believes that he can win him over eventually.
Yeah.
And
despite not changing his behaviour to
Yeah.
be a loyal, normal person.
No, but because think about it, it's Stefan's behaviour that's changed. And in his head, they were genuine friends. I don't think he...
So I mean,
Quite
Klaus doesn't
gr-
clock. That's
Yeah.
not how you get genuine friends.
No, but I don't think he grasps that the Stefan he was friends with isn't... Doesn't
Not the
actually...
same person.
No,
Yeah.
that's the person. That was just someone that no one would have actually been friends with. That person couldn't make those genuine connections as a vampire because he didn't have his humanity and all that stuff switched on. But Klaus is clinging to that, and then it's nothing to do with how he is. It's all about Stefan needing to be...
Yeah. But it's interesting because both Caroline and now Tyler have said to Klaus, like, you're not, you know, the connections you try and make people aren't genuine. You're just scared of being alone. And yet he's not learning because that's just who he is.
One of my favourite Tyler moments was I'm not your little bitch anymore.
Yes!
So good.
Oh my god, like the raucous cheer from all of us.
I think he played it really well though, that he's not revealed that side bond until it was life and death. And then even then he was smart about leaving and coming back with others. Like,
Yeah.
That's good.
so I also think when Klaus is being desiccated, you see him kind of he glances at Damon, but he also glances over towards Tyler, and I think there's this whole, not only Stefan, my friend, doing this, but one of my hybrids.
But he is alone, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his fear of abandonment, but this was...
And then it's at Damon and Elena, like you say, it's all this, you're all against me,
But he also sees what they are willing to do for her and that no one is willing to do that for him in that moment,
Well,
you know?
Rebecca would have.
Yeah.
Well, he fucked that, he burnt that bridge because he wouldn't do the same for Rebecca.
Yeah.
So you can't, you know, that relationship's a two-way street.
And I also feel the reason for creating these hybrids was to have ultimate loyalty and to then find out that Tyler can be so loyally in love with someone else he is able to break a bond that Klaus thought that he could create that would replicate and replace.
That's true.
That he's like, his view of everything has just been shattered in that moment in so many different ways.
He seemed really surprised when he was like, that's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I mean, that basically puts like a chink in his whole fucking plan of making more hybrids anyway. Like, no, they can just go off. If they're strong enough, they'll go off and leave you anyway.
Exactly.
You can't keep people like a puppeteer. You have to earn people.
And as they realised and was very explicitly told, the one person in Rebecca that he could have had that with, he screwed over. So now he will just be desiccated and alone.
Yeah, and obviously the plan is to drop the coffin in the ocean, so then Alaric can't find it to kill him and possibly then kill them.
So
Which is
they're
smart.
securing their own bloodline by
Yeah.
just keeping him somewhere.
So in a way, if we can't get rid of Alaric, we're getting rid of Klaus from our lives, but protecting ourselves because he can't kill Klaus, and then probably have to deal with what do we do with Rebecca, Cole, and Elijah, because we don't know. Because Klaus said that they're his bloodline, but as Damon said, you could just be making sure that we don't kill you.
Yeah.
Also, they're going to have to deal with the Alaric situation.
Yeah, because he can't fulfill his mission.
Yes, but also
But we
now
also
he's-
don't want him to fulfill his mission because then it means Elena has to die. So.
Yeah, but also now he's caught.
No, she doesn't.
I thought they said that. I thought she. What was the woman? The bitch? Esther? The witch?
Yeah.
I thought she made it that when he had completed his mission, he would then die.
So he's connected to Elena. So basically, he would live a human life. So when Elena dies of old age as a human, he would die. So he's got that time period to try and kill all the originals. And
Right.
Jeremy's concern was, what if he kills all the originals and then it's like, I don't want to be alive anymore, so he kills Elena so that he can die.
Oh, okay.
That was Jeremy's
I
concern.
thought that when he completed his mission, it was going to sort of like it was going to come to an expiration date
No, it's
anyway.
more that
Oh,
he,
okay.
when Elena dies of,
He's
you
like-
assume old age.
I do think you're a little bit right in that when he completes his mission,
Yeah.
his like your final task will
Will be to kill yourself.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want that. She wanted to get rid of the imbalance.
And in by doing that,
she kills Elena.
Yeah. I think that's what that would be.
Again, Elena showing that she is brave. I mean, she tried to take him out and then hit him with the vervain to save Caroline. And she's smart. When she realised he won't kill me.
Yeah.
But he's brought me, he's got this interest in me.
Yeah.
And putting together that she was involved in the spell. You know, she's starting to see where she's being used and how she can...
And she's learning the magical loopholes, like what Bonnie said. There's always a loophole, there's something.
And how she's willing to test those theories. Like, it wasn't like, I'll do it. No, there was
She cut.
Yeah. That has got to take...
Well, we saw her when she stabbed herself with Elijah.
Yeah.
Jeremy, quite anti-vampire in this episode.
Yes.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, if you take out all of the other stuff, he hasn't seen his sister for however long.
Yeah.
They've gone through a loss. He can clearly see that she needs him and he wants to be there with her. And it must be very frustrating to always have these people coming in and vying for your only family member's attention.
Yeah.
And it's always like, not like a, oh, do you mind? It's always like a now problem and now something.
Because even though, like with Stefan, he said, can we just have one day without any vampires in it? That's what he said, but I also felt there was a bit of, can we just have one day without someone being here, especially love interest for Elena? Can I just have a day?
Just us, yeah.
And also maybe for her, like, can you give her a day?
Yeah.
Although,
if, knowing that they're grieving, if no one had bothered to go and visit and see if they were okay, you'd be a bit like, well, that's not very nice.
Yeah. But hang on. Did he knock on the door or did he just walk into the room? I can't remember.
I think he just walked in.
There's I'm checking in, I'm leaving you some food on the front doorstep, or I'll come. And then there's
storming in.
Hello. Like there's
making yourself at home.
Yeah.
Because again, I don't know if he would have reacted the same. He says like no vampires, but I don't think he would have reacted that way to Caroline.
No.
But
interesting.
Saying that,
but she was there before.
He had a human connection with Caroline way before that.
Yeah,
he would have known Caroline his whole
been
life.
In their life. Yeah.
I think the thing is, when they were in the kitchen, that group at the end, I look at their group and I'm like, the humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that isn't a correct definition of them all, but when we met all of them, they were, and for each other, they are. They have not, other than when Caroline was turning, anything I think Tyler has been forced to do, those sort of things, they have had these like sordid past or anything that's happened that the other ones haven't necessarily been aware of. Whereas
they've grown up together.
Yeah, there is. But even in the dark supernatural times, they are all have been aware of the...
Yeah, I think plus for them, it's still new and new enough that they still have all their human connections. Their whole life is still...
Yeah.
Obviously, whereas Stefan and Damon, it's like everyone's died. The world has changed. It's...
Yeah. Oh, I did love seeing Matt with his arm around Tyler.
He'd be like, I'm a ninja.
Yeah, and just... It is lovely.
To be fair, Matt, I'm the first person to have killed an original vampire.
I like that flex. That's so good.
Well, you could have called me because
Mr. OG. Like,
I'm not afraid anymore. Yeah.
I'm glad they've involved Matt though, because he was getting a bit stuck on the sidelines, wasn't he? Because he didn't know anything that was going on.
And I just say, how hot was Klaus's hero moment?
Oh God. I'm sorry, it's not enough to redeem him. He's still a twat. No, but you could see a genuine concern there for Caroline. Yeah.
The difficulty is, I really, really loved that moment, and I have loved their moments together. And it's very difficult because I'm like, oh my God, I love it. But you're aware of all of the other stuff. So you're like, but I shouldn't love it.
We
but
cannot ignore the red flags.
You've been team Caroline and Tyler, like, from the beginning.
I know. But this is the thing.
Carolina.
I loved her with Matt, and then I was like, oh no, actually it really works with Tyler, and I'm like, oh my god, am I just going to keep changing my allegiances? Am I going to be like, do you know what, maybe like
That's what this show does.
it's
I
terrible.
think you just love Caroline and
her happiness.
yeah. Do you know who I think I'm in love with? Caroline.
you just ship Caroline with everyone.
Yeah, I just ship Caroline.
Like, for me, I ship Damon and Rebecca.
You ship Caroline with you. Eroline.
Yeah.
You just love Eroline.
But also, I think Damon and Rebecca would be.
They would be.
But also Rebecca and Matt, just her with anybody.
Genuine. Like, yeah.
Yes, then it wouldn't work with Damon because she needs to be a active choice.
A true teammate.
Not a, a
runner-up. Or,
not an Elena in the wings.
Yeah.
If she ever changes.
My other ship, and like one that I say a ship. I ship it because I'm like, oh my god, how would this go? Would be Damon and Bonnie. Because when those two do work together, that's power couple.
When they sat next to each other, like close together on the table, I was like, I know it would never, but I do see what you mean.
They're both so good looking. It'd just be like, they'd be a power couple.
And she would bring out the good in him.
Yeah.
And she's powerful enough to hold him accountable.
And there is a good level of challenge.
There's no power balance there. Because she'd just be like, I'll keep giving you an aneurysm if you give me
could you imagine if they had a fight?
Yeah.
You'd be like, eh.
Like, stop it.
You're such a headache woman.
I really liked when... Well, first of all, the fact that they did bring up that Damon chose to save Bonnie because he fed her blood and then brought her there. And I think the Damon of old would have been very much blame on her. Whereas there, he made a comment, but he wasn't like, this is your fault. He, held that back on this is not her fault. But also when Abby turned up and said it was too difficult, and Bonnie said, you don't know what I can do. And he was immediately, I'm Team Bonnie. And the look she gave him of like,
oh,
okay.
So I fully agree with both of those points. My only slight additional thoughts with those are he couldn't very well have not saved Elena's best friend.
Yeah.
And it is in his interest to side with Bonnie being powerful enough because
it's what he wants.
Yeah. So
that's fair.
I definitely agree, and I want it to be that. I want it to be those things.
But I
I'm
also
a bit like,
say one of the
self-serve.
things that I see with Damon, when you say about people being connected to Elena and him saving them, when there's time to process and make decisions, yes. But I think we do see moments like with Caroline and stuff where or with Matt, like with Cole, yes, we know he was looking for a fight anyway, but there are moments where he doesn't have time to assess the situation. It's an automatic save. And so I don't think that comes into, this is what Elena would want. It's an automatic, I save this person because it's what I want to do. Even though he would probably tell you it's because of Elena. But I think when there's more time to process, that definitely plays into it.
No, I do agree. I do agree with you there.
I liked when she said something about why did you save me, and he was like, sometimes I do things.
Yeah. He's just like doesn't want to be.
I did think it was interesting, and it doesn't have to be anything. Maybe they've got to a place where it's okay, but the little Bonnie Jeremy moment there, once she saved him, and obviously she's now starting something with Jamie, but then I've got that now with Jamie and Jeremy. But yeah, when he came back from the dead, they had a little moment there.
So in fact, Bonnie didn't stop loving Jeremy. It was only because he was lied to her about dead people.
But it just
cheated on her with
the
the
moment
ghost.
she starts to move on, and with something
cheated
that's
on her
good
with
for
the
her.
But then I think there was also just that relief in the moment of, oh my god,
Of course,
he's
of
alive.
course. That's what I mean. It may not be anything more than obviously they still care for each other. But I am curious to see what happens. That wasn't the last episode, was it? There's one more. One more, right.
So I think it will depend on how their interactions are written over the next however many, what weight we can place on that moment. Because you could have it as that, but you need to see other little snippets to decide where that was. But like I said, it only just clocked on me as he woke back up that they'll have had to have walked there and done all of that stuff together. And they've just had to click it. Like, if you asked me just to suddenly spend a chunk of time with an ex to save a chunk of life, it's you just put all of your... they must put all their like emotions aside.
Trauma bonding.
I'm just thinking, if someone said to me, here's your ex, you've got to stop his heart and then you need to restart it, I'm like, okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't end badly. They liked each other.
Yeah.
But he's also related to your best friend or whatever. So it's
how attached are you to your brother?
You know,
I mean, your brother doesn't exist, remember?
She doesn't have an only child. She's an only child, remember? That's what you're talking about.
But you know what I mean? There are too... The problem with the show is there are too many complicated layers.
Yeah.
It's not exactly like life, but it's never just like that person is one thing to me.
Yeah.
Because it's that person is one thing to me, but this to the other people that I care about, and has been this and will go on to be.
It's all quite incestuous, really. Can't get away from it.
I mean, if you lived in a town where everybody was that beautiful,
I really love the conversation between Klaus and Elena when he was taking her blood. When he said to her about how Stefan says that he was trying to tear them apart when actually she's the one that's done that, and
that's why she won't make a choice.
Yeah, I thought that's a really interesting take on it. It's not just her relationship with the brother she doesn't choose, it's their relationship.
Yeah. But that she kind of acknowledged that at the front door on the doorstep, which was cool because it was nice to finally see, like, do you know when you watch stuff and you'd be like, this would be sorted if you actually had a conversation about the thing that no one's talking about. So it was nice to see them actually get to a point where they're addressing it, and she is saying, I am being selfish, I'm dangling.
In addressing it though, you've given it a voice. It's a real thing. No one can
you have to make a decision now.
And something has to be done, and that effectively was the start of the end for one of them. So, whilst if you want to keep it like at a distance,
but that was painful. Staying in the purgatory was painful.
But you can still live with some hope.
But one of my favourite things Klaus said in that was when he said, well, just between us girls.
Oh, what a douche.
I just love
I wanted to smack him.
That after all the years he has lived and all the stuff he's gone through and done, he's such a gossip queen.
He
like,
really
just
is.
tell me.
Yeah. You'd be like, if you were like a gay BFF and genuine, you'd be awesome, but you're not. You're a douche.
One thing that made me very anxious during this episode is that the next one is the end of the series, and the knowledge of what we need to do before we can start season 4.
We don't know what Rebecca's gonna think.
No. What did she make us do before the start of this season?
She said if we...
The tier list.
Yeah, I don't want to do the tier list.
Oh.
Well, at least I know where you're putting Esther.
Oh my god, is there a category below the bin?
I also don't know how they're going to wrap up the next episode. When you see it, we've only got one left. I don't know what's going to happen. Rebecca doesn't know. We haven't seen Elijah for a while. What's going to happen with Cole? Because he was in contact with I don't know what's going to happen.
What event is there going to be? There has to be an event.
Yeah.
What have they not had yet?
And also, that was very smart of Alaric, Dick. What's his evil name? Alaric. To go to the council.
Yeah, that outed them.
That was... What was the word I want to use?
Dickish.
No.
Savage?
It was salty.
It
was like...
bitchy.
You know what?
It was bitchy.
Fine. If I can't get my way this way, I will just go and truth bomb. Yeah. I mean, doing this all while he wasn't hiding the fact clearly
that because he moved, he scoochied so quickly. Yeah. Is he going to hold them hostage or what?
He's obviously selling it to
what
them.
What if he compels all of them? He's going to compel all of them, and then he'll be the puppet master.
They're all on Vervain at the shooting, beating the council.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I don't know.
One final thing I wanted to discuss from this one was obviously the conversation between Stefan and Damon in the car.
Oh, I loved that.
That they are also
a good team.
Acknowledging. It's like they've got to a point of she's going to pick one. How do we preserve our relationship?
Yeah, it's nice.
I liked the sort of like, well, we'll just deal with that, and then in 60 years' time, well, be back to normal.
We'll be besties again.
That really got me, because they are ultimately like they're gonna destroy their relationship for a period of time on the knowledge of being with someone for such a short.
Yeah. I thought it was good that he actually acknowledged he was like, all this over just some girl, and they were like, yeah, but she's pretty special. So.
But then I like that what they're doing is, let's make sure we don't destroy it by just giving each other the space.
Respecting her choice for the other one's happiness.
Yeah, and plus they're not saying no contact. They're just saying not being there all the time. Living in each other's pockets.
And by them saying whoever she chooses, the other one will step away, I think that's also them putting the other brother's happiness ahead of their own discomfort. And I thought that's nice. That's like selfless.
Because I think also the one who's not chosen can't be happy staying there watching it.
Exactly. So it's
but they can go off, can't they, and find someone else and
live their life.
Live their life a bit.
I mean, it's all very nice. In practicality, I don't believe that either of those scenarios will be happening. Even if there wasn't a show, it's
Let's see.
It's it's lovely to believe. Don't know that it will.
Okay. So that was our reaction to The Vampire Diaries Season 3 Episode 21, Before Sunset. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.